Hi there, and welcome to the Destroy Cluster section. This is the final section where we will tear down what we've been using in the past. The reason for that is obviously to not use more resources than we need, and even though it's not too expensive to have a few instances up and running, there's an unnecessary cost to have it up more than necessary. When tearing these systems down, we basically reverse the procedure when we built it. So we're tearing down the apps first, the plugin second, tearing down the node groups, and finally the control plane. Normally this is also automated using a GitLab job, just like everything else. And it takes about 20 to 30 minutes to tear it down in an automated fashion. Let's look at what this looks like in practice. We have a normal GitLab job where we launch it in a manual fashion. So we choose the specific branch our cluster is built from, and we choose the action to destroy. The destruction is happening in 4 steps. As mentioned, first the apps, then the plugins, then the node groups, and finally the core destroy job. Looking at the jobs, the core destroy job that finishing in the end finally destroys the VPC and finally the roles. And this is normally working perfectly automated. However, if something would go wrong and something would not clean up automatically, then we need to do it, clean up something manually. And for that, we use the AWS command line client. This is the low-level interface we use when things are not working with Terraform. And this is typically if we modified things after we created with Terraform, or if it's not created through Terraform. However, in order to make this simple, we have some tools already created to clean things up. In the tools section in the repository, we have something called cleanup resources. These cleanup resources basically take a VPC, which is the last thing that was destroyed in the job, and then it looks at what dependencies it has. Using the same command that we used in the beginning to see what's available in terms of network interfaces, we can also see what VPCs we have created for our cluster. And in this case, it's the very final one here. Plugging this into the script and running it shows us all the dependencies. So this is basically what's been used by the resources in the cluster. It turns out to be mostly network-related features, such as subnets and route table IDs. If there is something that's not automatically destroyed, we simply do it manually. And finally, we run the GitLab job again to clean up the final parts. This is really all what's needed to clean up what we created through Terraform and through GitLab. And this is the final episode of this series. So with that, thanks for watching.